Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. And in this episode, we're finally going to be obtaining our Skell license. And the first part to doing that is, well, talking to Commander Vandom. Hey Vandom, how's it going? And
hey there. You sitting alright? Getting used to life as a
I am actually. I'm rather enjoying it.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. I know you've been through the dang ringer lately, but you're still doing good work. Anything to ask me about? Any worries or requests? No need to hold back. I'm in a good mood today, so your head will probably stay on your shoulder. That was Vandom. Cracks me up, and it's only natural for Commander to want to keep tabs on his employees, so come on, lay it on me.
Well, we could ask about Skells, but really the quickest way is just be like, yeah, I'm having fun, man. Thanks for worrying about me so much. And
you're a real cheap date, Cross. But seriously, speak up. And don't you fail no harassment complain about the cheap date thing, because that's a goddamn good job.
These are dangerous missions.
People die. If you're feeling even a bit distracted or dissatisfied, or you're somehow not giving you what you need, you end up hurt or dead. Even a Skell can only protect you.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Actually, wait. You don't have a Skell, do you? Wait. You don't even have a license yet.
I'm working on it, man. I just turned 15, God.
Well, I'm sorry, but someone with your skills behind the wheel of a Skell be a real force of nature. I should have put you in line to get your Skell license first thing.
Oh, that's before I kind of proved myself, but hey, whatever.
Better to have it than not, right? So let's hurry up and get it!
And we get the quest, Skell license, and oh boy, this one's going to be a long one, and they're also going to give you every single sub-quest of this main mission all at once. It is so I have to press the A button 9 times, guys. Kinda Monolosoft, why? Okay, it's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, it's gonna be a long quest. And when you're done, get all your 8 certifications to Walter in the hangar.
And once you're past the final exam, you'll be an officially Skell pilot. Pretty exciting. But getting you in a Skell will be good news for us Blades, too. I've got high hopes for you. Good luck.
Alright, Vandom, and yeah, the mission to lead us to this mission has now been completed, but that didn't have a reward. And now on to the first Professori exam, which we've already completed. Essentially, all you have to do is complete one of these 3 quests, and we already have 2 of them completed. Check episode 14 and 15 if you want to know how to do that. And we also completed the first Professori exam. All you have to do is go put a data probe right here. It's not all that hard, and in fact, it's mechanical level 1, so there's no way you shouldn't have that one. And apparently our blade level went up. That's cool, but I don't really want to delve too much into that. So my plan is to do all of these in order, except for one, which is, well, number 6, but we'll get into that later. So let's set our primary focus on the second Professori exam, which, yeah, we need to go get Gwen to do this, come to think of it. In reality, you could use whoever you want, and if you are in fact a samurai gunner, you don't really need to get Gwen, but we're going to be needing him for something a bit later. But now that we have him, let's head to Noctilum. More specifically, the whale's nostril in Noctilum. The Professori exam for the interceptors is to take down 12 of these Blitzblada. Yeah, they're really, really weak at this stage of the game. And if you run out of ones to kill, simply just respawn the area, and they should go down eventually. Yeah, and also, it might be a good idea to build up some TP. And alright, there goes the final enemy. It has been slain, and now we are one step closer to getting our Skell license. And I gotta say, that one is extra boring since they do not pose a threat at all. I don't really get it. But now let's move on to the Harriers mission, which is, well, to defeat a very powerful tyrant in Primordia. This might be a little bit difficult, but luckily I have an overpowered build, so let's go! So this enemy can only spawn in the North Point Cove, and it only spawns sometimes, so if it doesn't show up, just reload the area, fast travel again, and it should appear. Now, this is a tyrant just out in the open, and I'm gonna say this once. This is going to be our bread and butter combo every time we battle a enemy outside of our Skells from now on. Pretty much just wait for the secondary cooldown, and then use the third cooldown to do 4 times the damage with your arts. Yeah, if you have even a similar build to mine, this very interestingly named enemy, I'm just gonna call the Flash, should not be difficult at all, even if you're not level 24. And hey, we even got a piece of the segment map completed for beating it, so there's a little bit of percentage for this area. But yeah, as long as you don't aggro any other enemies, you should be fine. And oh, sweet, we got a level 25. I'll be explaining why that's really helpful in the next episode, but for the time being, let's move on to the 4th exam. We just gotta find a starship map. Yeah, this one's really easy, come to think of it. To get to the map, though, we need to head to Tripod Rock here in Noctilum. Hopefully you have this fast travel point, and then after you fast travel there, just go south a little bit, then jump off this cliff. At the bottom of it, you will find a treasure chest that has the item that you want. The only reason I'm really showing this specific way to get to it is because the fall ball is really bad for this part. I don't know why. Most of the time the fall ball is not too bad, but yes, as long as you have mechanical level 1, yeah, that's a really easy one. Took almost no time at all. But now onto a mission that could be kind of aggravating. Yeah, the 3rd Professori exam is kind of tough since we don't have a lot of materials, but I'll be elaborating on how to remedy that soon. Now, to clear this mission, you need to gather a lot of resources, and I don't have that many for Oblivia, but before we go any further, I highly recommend you use Elma for this next section, because I'm going to show you how to get a lot of materials for Oblivia, or at least certain parts of Oblivia, relatively quickly, and part of that revolves around using Elma to move around and hopefully avoid this tyrant, or not, it's not even a tyrant, it's just a really tough enemy. Same thing as before though, just shadow run right past it, there's no reason not to. But assuming you are missing some of the materials for this quest, this is the location of the ladybugs. It's just right in front of NLA, it's not that tough. And as for the armadillos, they can be found in the cave that we were just in, Whale's Nostril. Just go there and collect materials until you get them all. However, the last part for this, the squashes we are after can be farmed relatively easy near this area, but there's a lot of really tough enemies because you're not supposed to be here quite yet. And where on earth is the Frontier Nav spot? If you have mechanical level 3 though, I just cannot recommend you enough to come here. It's just so nice. And let's lock on Blood Sacrifice and Shadow Run one more time. We need to get to this specific Frontier Nav site that I'm showing on the map right now. Because, well, it's going to make money, material gathering just a whole heck of a lot easier. Trust me, I cannot sing praises about this area enough. It may not appear to be too great right now. Can I just say, the moon looks really cool right there. Oh man, well, not the moon. We have 3 moons on Mira. It's not 2 moons, it's actually 3. Found that out very recently, but this Frontier Nav site is just, I can't sing its praises enough, and oh my god, this is a cool part of the song. Honestly, there's some parts of this game I should not even commentate over. You should just take it all in yourself. But I guess that's for you to play. But yes, this is where this Frontier Nav site is. Get that probe ASAP, and then go to your right. There will be a very... Wait, where's the cave at? It's so... The entrance was so small, sometimes I lose it. But it's right near this tipped over truck. The truck doesn't really have anything to... Ooh, mining probe G8. What? That's really good, actually. But... not what I'm here to talk about. This cave opening right here is going to be very helpful to you. This is the Beachside Trove, which has a single item orb in it. Yeah. That collectible in itself isn't too great. So let's move on to the real thing that's here. This secret passage has so many Look at it! Seriously, an almost never-ending amount of collectibles are here, and we really didn't get a single squash. Are you kidding me? That is very rare. Okay. Wow, we went through the entire cave and we didn't get anything. Also, there's this chest over here. It's mechanical level 5, so we can't really get to it. But yeah, let me head back to that probe and try this room again. I was about to say, on a second pass, we got the 3 things we needed to complete this really easily. But yes, we're going to be coming back to this cave in the future. I just cannot just recommend it enough to you guys. Hands down, one of the best secrets in this, even though it's not really secret anymore. People found about this cave like the day the game first came out. But on to... Oh no, we're not doing that one yet. That one is really tough. Let's go to the 7th exam next, since it's not nearly as hard for me to explain to you. And to start this one, we have to head back to NLA. So let's fast travel back to the Administrative District. in the administrative district, if we come over here to the AM Center.
Greetings, you must be the ones undergoing the Skell license examination. I work with the outfitters in product testing. I have 3 weapons for you today. Will you use one of them to hunt some?
Yes, I will. So this is why we wanted Gwyn early on, is because currently my team composition, the only one that can use assault rifles and a sword is Gwyn. You could also use Arena, but really, Arena kind of sucks. So we're going to be handing over these weapons to Gwyn. You don't need to use both, but hey, I just kind of want to show off what they both look like. The assault rifle is pretty mediocre, but I gotta say, this other weapon, the trial sword, the yellow/gold on it looks pretty darn cool. But yes, you need a level 20 person that can equip both of these, unless you want to go back to your main character and use the knife, but I don't want to do that. Anyways, let's get to slaying some indigents. To get to the indigents that we need to slay, I highly recommend you come to this point in Primordia. And while you're here, might as well just get this treasure chest over here, since it'll give you a piece of survey, or a percentage of survey, not a piece, but it will fill up a little bit of the map, and also give you some BP, so why the heck not? But this is where these giant Grex can be found, and as long as one person on your team has any of the trial weapons equipped, you can defeat them very easily. And in reality, one person having weak weapons isn't going to ruin this battle for you, so simply just knock him out, and if you need more to spawn, just come back here at a later date. Or not a later date, just fast travel. I need to kill this Grex ASAP because we still got 2 more to kill, so yeah, let me go do that real fast. And okay, we did it. We somehow defeated these Grexes with trial weapons on. And once you've completed that, it is time to move on to the most difficult and most annoying mission. I don't like this one at all. The 6th exam forces you to generate, and I really don't want to get seen by that Grex, so let's move on. Forces you to generate 1,500 revenue in 1 cycle. What exactly is a cycle? Well, if you look on the... Oh, that is pretty convenient. That's kind of funny, actually, but that was a revenue cycle happening. I will go into more detail on what the revenue cycle is, but for the time being, we need to get a probe in Primordia. So let's head south a bit. So head south a tiny bit, and you should find this area. This has very difficult enemies surrounding it, so yet again, you know the drill. We're just gonna bypass these guys really quickly and get the probe installed. This probe is very helpful for this segment. Essentially, the revenue system in Xenoblade is something I haven't had the chance to delve into too much, because in reality, we don't have that many research probes to even... Can I really not jump? Okay, I knew I could, but I really hope this timer doesn't see me. But as I was saying, as long as you have 3 research probes, a G2 and 2 G1s, you should be able to do this with no problem. Also, I highly recommend you get a booster probe and a duplicator probe. If you've been doing Kirsty's missions in NLA, you should have these, and wow, that is a really cool view. But back onto what I was talking about. So, to generate 1,500 revenue in 1 cycle, we are going to need 5 probes in total. Also, I highly recommend you take out any mining probes you don't need, as they do slightly decrease the amount of revenue you generate per cycle. So for this setup, I decided to use 1 research probe at this west location and 1 research probe 2 at the southern location. That is because the southern location has a A rank for revenue, so putting your highest probe there is the best way to go. Next, we're going to combine the 2 and add a booster probe, which is the red one, and then a duplicator probe. This will generate you so much revenue, assuming you have a couple of other probes around Noctilum, Primordia, etc. Also, it is very beneficial that Frontier Nav site we literally just were at, the one that gave us all the materials. Yes, we're going to also put our 3rd research probe there. So this is a really efficient way to get a lot of revenue. If this does not cap you out at 1,500, you are doing something wrong. Either that or you have too many mining probes or too many storage probes active. So take all of those out and you should have 1,500 revenue in due time. And well, now all we have to do is wait for the cycle, which can kind of be the hard part. Essentially, it works on a 30-minute timer, and if you leave the game idle for too long, the timer halts. So really quickly, I'm just going to periodically just jump and hope I get my revenue. And okay, we finally got it. We generated way more than 1,500 revenue. Well, actually, not way too more, but we have completed the final exam to get our Skell license. I gotta say it, number 6 is without a doubt the toughest, but now that we have completed it, let's head back to the hangar and get our Skell. And oh my gosh, guys, I can't even put into words how excited I am to finally do this. And this is Walter. Hey, Walter, can you get me in that giant robot? That'd be really cool of you. And Commander Vanham told me to be stopping by to take the Skell license exam. Wait, that wasn't the exam? And yeah, the 8 certifications. I passed all of the divisions. Requests, they're all done. And looks like a full set. Nice work. We're ready for the final exam. Oh God, please don't make me generate more revenue, and no need to stress though, it's a simple verbal quiz. We had you run the missions for each of the 8 divisions, and there's a reason for that. Care to guess what it might be? Well, probably to show me the significance of each division, and yeah, I'm just gonna not joke around here, because I just want the robot, man, come on! And exactly. Now you've got a feel for each one's particular flavor. Hopefully that's given you a few ideas of how you can put a Skell to use. Anyway, that's one reason. But there's another. There aren't exactly enough Skells to go around for all of the divisions. Sometimes situations arise where people have to cross division lines and cooperate to get things done. For efficiency's sake, it's important that everyone knows how the other divisions work. Makes sense? Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I mean, it'd be bad if everyone just stuck to their own division and never cooperated. Now you're all clear to get your Skell. I authorize your license now. I also get to share some good news. Looks like you've been getting a free Skell compliments of Vandom. It's parked in the hangar, in the back. Go introduce yourself and give it a test run. Serious? Dude, thank you! Oh my gosh. And I'm just doing my job. Really, Vandom is the one you should be thanking. He gave me a free Skell. It's like getting a free car for your birthday, man. And he must expect big things from you. That's a rare day for a rookie pilot to get issued a Skell free of charge. Oh my gosh. And here we go, guys. At long last, our very own Skell. And we've finally done it. The Skell license mission has been completed, and now we are free to operate a Skell. And welcome to the Skell Club. Before you hop into the cockpit, you need to register. Yeah, I don't care, Doug. Hey, I appreciate the advice. He's just telling you about registering your Skells, but seriously, guys, it's ours. We can now do so much. Traveling is a thing of the past. We are just the fastest. This is the best moment ever. It takes a while to get, but seriously, guys, this is just a magical moment. Like, nothing is difficult in this game for we can do so much. But enough fanboying. I would really like to show off what the Skell could do, and oh my gosh, look at that shot. That's so cool. But that'll have to be for tomorrow. It took a lot of work to get this episode up, guys, and I hope you found it useful, but that is all the time I have for today. In the next episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X, we get to test out our Skell in combat. So see you guys then. Bye.